Hi everyone, it's Matt with AUB. Continuing the preparation for the SAT or IBA direct test, we have done the final phases. We're in the final phases. We have done first 6 questions. So I have applied serial 7, 8, 9 and so on. Without wasting time, let's start our question number 1. If 1 upon 2x years ago, Jason was 12. If 1 upon 2x years ago, Jason was 12, and 1 upon 2x years from now, he will be 2x years old. How old will he be 3x years from now? We have ago prior to this time 0.5x or 1 upon 2x years ago. From now means after or hence. After or hence. Hence is a confusing word for the future. 6 years from hence. 2x years from hence. Hence means after. Let's make the model of first line. 1 upon 2x years ago. 1 upon 2x years ago. Jason. J for Jason. Ago. 1 upon 2x years. He was 12 years old. Jason, I hope my marker was writing. Jason, J for Jason, minus 1 upon 2x. Jason 1 upon 2x years ago was 12. This is our condition number 1. Second, 1 upon 2x years from now. Present date of Jason is J. After 1 upon 2x years. 1 upon 2x years ago. Now after. Jason plus 1 upon 2x years ago. Jason 1 upon 2x years from now. After 1 upon 2x years from now, he will be 2x. He will be 2x. That's our condition number 1. We are asked to find how old will he be 3x years from now. We have to tell the age of Jason plus 3x. Jason at present 3x years from now. 3x years from now. At present Jason is G. Jason 1 upon 2x years ago was 12 years old. Jason 1 upon 2x years ago was 12. Jason 1 upon 2x years from now will be 2x years old. Jason from 1 upon 2x years from now, 1 upon 2x years from now, after 1 upon 2x years, 1 upon 2x years hence, he will be 2x. We are asked to determine the age of the Jason 3x years from now. 3x years from now. These are two simultaneous equations, cool to solve. Just apply, subtract them. We are in a position to find the value of J. It will become minus 1 upon 2x minus 1 upon 2x. It is complete 1 times x. Minus 1 upon 2x minus 1 upon 2x. Half and half, it will become complete 1 upon 2x minus 1 upon 2x. Taking LCM, it will become minus 2x over 2, cancel negative x. I have written is equal to minus 2x plus 12. Changing symbol, Jason cancel. Now this symbol works. Minus 1 upon 2x minus 1 upon 2x, it will become complete negative x minus 2x. That's no symbol means positive, minus 2x plus 12. Solve for x. Shift 2x here. It will become minus x plus 2x is equal to 12. Or x is 12. Value of x is 12. Now we are in a position to find the present age of Jason. Either to put value of x in that equation, we will get the present age of Jason, or in that. Both are equivalent. I am putting the value of x in first one because it is less time consuming and cumbersome. It takes 1 time value of x here. Otherwise, we have to put 2 times value of x and then we have to solve. Jason minus 1 upon 2, value of x is 12, is equal to 12. Applying table of 2 6 times. Jason minus 6 is equal to 12. So I have 12 plus 6, 18. Jason at present is 18 years old. Is 18 years old. One can verify by putting the value of x in that equation number 2. I am giving you extra clarity. Either to put in that value of j x is 12, 1 upon 2, value of x is 12 is equal to 2 times x. Jason plus 6 is equal to 12 the 24. Solve for Jason. 24 minus 6. So Jason is 18 years. Either to put in this, you must be familiar. You are familiar from this fact. Either to put in any equation, you will get the same value. So Jason is 18 years old. We are asked to find the age of the Jason after 3x years from now. Jason 3x years from now. Jason is 18 plus 3, value of x we have calculated, that's 12. That's 12. X is 12. 18, 3 12 the 36. 18 plus 36, my calculation, 54. 54 years old. Jason in 3x years time, Jason in 3x years time will be 54 years old. At present, Jason is 18. Jason is 18. After 3x years from now, 3x years from now would be 54, because value of x we have already calculated, that's 12. 12 3 12 the 36, 36 plus 18, that's 54. Jason will be 54 years old. So option number D is our right option in that case. Moving towards question number next. Pass me the duster. Question number next. It's a tiny one. Two printing presses working together can complete a job in 2.5 hours. Working two printing presses can complete a job in 2.5 hours. Working alone, press A can do the job in 10 hours. How many hours will press B take to do the job itself? Sometimes machine A and B, sometimes a person A and B, they can work together. It's really very easy. Formula for this or strategy is they are inversely proportional. 1 over A plus 1 over B is equal to reciprocal of the time. We have given 1 over A, 1 over B and 2.5 hours. Collectively, A and B can print a certain type of manuscript or any assignment in 2.5 years. 2.5 years. How to handle this? It's really very easy. Remove point, multiply 1 0 in the numerator. Remove point from denominator. After decimal, there is only single digit. I have introduced 1 0. Apply, it will become 10 over 25. Applying table of 5, it will become 2 over 5. So I have 1 over A plus 1 over B is equal to 2 upon 5. Furthermore, A can do, machine A, press A can do the job in 10 hours. 10 hours. A can do the job in 10 hours plus 1 over B. We are asked to find how long will B press take to complete the job individually. Shift 1 over 10 on the right hand side, it will become 1 over B is equal to 2 upon 5 minus 1 over 10. Taking LCM of 5 and 10, 10. It will become 2 to the 4 minus 1, 1 over B is equal to 3 over 10. Solving for B, making it reciprocal, both sides are cross multiply, B is going to be, B over 1 is to be 10 over 3. Write in that fashion or apply, write in mixed fraction, 3 3 the 9, 1 is the remainder, 3 whole 1 upon 3, 3 whole 1 upon 3. Or in decimal, we are going to have 3.333 because 1 over 3 results in a recurring decimal 0.333. So what is our answer in that case? 3 whole 1 over 3. Machine press A and B can do a job in certain time. That certain time is 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. I have removed this point in order to facilitate our calculation. After point there is single decimal. I have introduced 1 with 0 in the numerator. Point is present, decimal is present in denominator. I have introduced 1 with 0 in numerator. If decimal is present in numerator, you have to introduce 1 with 0, whatever the case is in denominator. Opposite. For numerator in denominator. For denominator in numerator, you have to introduce 1 with 0. It depends upon the number of the digits that are present after the decimal. In that case, 1, I have written 1 with 0. And A individually can do the work in 10 hours. It is given to me instead of A 10, 1 over 10 plus 1 over B. I have calculated this one as 2 over 5. Shift 1 over 10 here, and it is our simple calculation. Don't forget to solve for B. Don't forget to solve for B. It is 1 over B. B is 10 over 3, 3 whole 1 over 3, or 3.33 hours. Hours. That's our answer. That's mentioned in that case. Moving towards next question. Henry drove 100 miles to visit a friend. What sort of friendship it is? I think it's a true friendship because he traveled 100 miles. Henry drove 100 miles to visit a friend. If he had driven 8 miles per hour faster than he did, he would have arrived in 5 or 6 of the time he actually took. How many minutes did that trip take? Let me read again. Henry drove 100 miles to visit a friend. We have given simple formula. Distance is equal to speed times time. Distance is equal to speed times time. Henry drove 100 miles. We have no idea about the speed and time. Distance is 100 miles. Speed times time. Let me write speed v and time t. Speed or velocity is denoted by v. Time t I have taken for my convenience. Otherwise, you can write st whatever you want. It is the standard one. It is the standard. Equation number 1. Further, if he had driven 8 miles per hour faster, what is our speed v? 8 miles per hour faster means if he has increased his speed by 8 miles per hour, he would have completed the journey in 5 over 6 of the time. 5 or 6 of the time. If he has increased his speed by 8 miles per hour, he would have completed the same journey, same 100 miles in 5 or 6 of the time. Journey remains same, distance 100. 100. It's really very cool. Instead of 100, I can manage VT here. Right? VT instead of 100 here. Substitution. So V times T, instead of 100, I have written VT. That is equal to V plus 8 times 5 over 6t. Shift 6 from division to multiplication from right to left. It will become 6 times Vt is equal to V plus 8 times 5t. Now multiply this 5t throughout. I have 6 Vt. It will become 5 Vt. 8 5 the 40t. Take Vt on the one hand side. 6 Vt. V times t minus 5 times Vt is equal to 40t. How much? 6 Vt minus 5 Vt. That's 1 time Vt is equal to 40t. Dividing by t or cancelling t, I have V is equal to 40 miles per hour. So my speed is 40 miles per hour. I have in a position, I have determined distance I have given, I have determined the velocity, that's 40 miles per hour. Now time taken actually is, put value of 40 here, and I am going to get something like 100 is equal to V times, V is 40 times T. Shift 40 here, 100 over 40 is equal to T. 0, 0 cancel. Applying table of 2, it will become RT is 5 over 2 hours. 5 over 2 hours. But how many minutes did the trip take? How many minutes? We have to convert this figure into hours. Knowing the fact that each hour contains 60 minutes, multiplying by 60, 30. RT is going to be 5 times 30. So RT is 150. T is our 150. Actually, he took 150 minutes when he drove at the speed of 40 miles per hour. If he has increased his speed from 40 to 48, from 40 to 48, from 40 to 48, as it is, the condition is given to us 8 miles per hour faster, then he would have taken time for this. If velocity is 8 meters faster, then our time would have been 5 or 6 of the time. 5 over 6, our time is 150. Applying table of 2, it will become how much? 75. Applying table of 3, 2 times 5. 5 times 120, 5 times 25 is 125. If he has driven at 40 miles per hour, he would have taken 125 minutes, 125 minutes, 125 minutes. But we are asked to find the normal time he has taken at the regular speed. First condition is 100 times, we have no idea about velocity and time. Second condition, if he had driven 8 miles faster, if he had driven 8 miles faster, I have increased V by 8, speed by 8, and he would have taken less time. If we are going to increase our speed, enhance our speed, we are going to take less time. That's T, that's 5 over 60. T is greater than 5 over 60. T is greater than 5 over 60. Knowing this fact, solving for this, I have V is equal to 40 miles. And for when we are driving at 40 miles per hour, normally we have taken 150 minutes to complete the journey of 100 miles. To complete the journey of 100 miles. On the other hand, if we have increased our speed by 8, 40 plus 8, 40 plus 8, 48. Then I would have taken, he would have taken 125 minutes only. 125 minutes only. We are asked to find normal time. It is our 150. 150. How many minutes did the trip take? Trip, trip take, actual one is 150. 150. If we have driven at speed of 8 miles per hour faster, we have taken the time of 125 minutes. But 150 is our answer in that case, because we have asked normal trip time. Normal trip time. Okay. Moving towards next question. The man of the match of today's frame. Question number 10. Question number 9 is good one, as well as question number 7 is impressive one. Let's see and find out. Anyhow, question number 10. Since 1950, when Martin graduated from high school, he has gained 2 pounds every year. Since 1950, when Martin graduated from a high school, he has gained 2 pounds every year, starting from 1950. After 1950, when he graduated, then he reduced his physical activities, and as a result of this one, he has gained his weight. It's mine guess. 1950, he graduated, and he gained weight. He has gained 2 pounds every year. In 1980, he was 40% heavier than in 1950. 1950, then we have given something 1908. If there is X, then it is going to be 140% of X. We have supposed the weight of this person Martin is X. According to our condition, he gained weight of 2 pounds every year. In 1980, he was 40% heavier than in 1950. X, normal weight. In 90, it is 140 of 1950. His weight was X in 1950. In 1980, it is 140% of the X. 140% of the X, and that is 40% heavier. 40% heavier. Okay. Now, finally, what percent of his 1995 weight? 1950, 1980, then 1995 weight was his 1980s weight. We have 2 to 3 conditions. X in 1950, comparison of 1950 in 1980, he is 40% heavier in comparison to 1950. He is 40% heavier than 1950. Then we have to compare the weight of this one. 1995's weight is what percent of 1980s? After 1950, he is going to gain 2 pounds every year. 2 pounds every year means X. 1980, 1950 to 80, 30. Each year 2 pounds means 60. It will become X plus 60 pounds. And in 1995, from 1980 to 95, 15 years more. 15 means 2, 15 are 30. X plus 60 plus 30. That is the weight in 1995. That is the weight in 1980. That was the weight initially in 1950. Utilizing first condition means 140% in 1980, 40% heavier than X. In 1980, he was 40% heavier than X. 40% heavier than X. So 140% of X is equal to the weight of 1980. That is X plus 60. That is our X plus 60. X in 1980 he is 40 times heavier, 40 times. Normally percent is 100, increasing 100 plus 40 it will go 140. 140% of the initial weight is equal to the weight in 1980. 1980 that is X plus 60. Why? Because from 1950 to 80 these are 30 years. 30 years. For each year we have to enhance 2 pounds. 30 times 2 it will become 60. That's X 60. Removing percent, solving for X. 140x divided by 100. I have x plus 60. Oh, cancel. Applying table of 2. It will become 7x over 5 is equal to x plus 60. Shift 5 here. I have 7x is equal to 5 times x plus 60. 7x is equal to 5x plus 300. 6 5 the 30, 0 7 30. Solve for x. 7x minus 5x is going to be 300. 2x is equal to 300 or x is 300 divided by 2. 300 divided by 2, it will become 150 pounds. 150 pounds. 150 pounds. So initially he was 150 pounds when he graduated in 1980. After graduation, each year he increased his weight by 2 pounds. 1950 to 98, 30. 230 to 60 means his weight is 150 plus 60. It is R 210 pounds. And this one, X is 150 plus 60, 30, 90. It will become 240. So his weight in actually when he graduated was 150 pounds. After the increase of every year 2 pounds he has gained. In 90 he got his weight 150 plus 60 pounds. Each year he gained 2 pounds, 2 pounds. In total 30 years he has gained 60 pounds. 150 plus 60, 210. Adding 15 years more from 1980 to 1995, 15 years more, 15 years more. For each year we have to increase to 15 times to 30, that is 30 I have added. So in 1995 he weighed 240, in 1980 he weighed 210. Initially after graduation he weighed 150 pounds, 150 pounds. So his weight is 150 pounds in the beginning. Now we are asked to find what percent of his 1995 weight was his 1980 weight. Now we have to compare 1995 and 1980. Let me erase this. Now we have to compare 1995 percent wise with 1980. I have written these values. 1995 means this one. 240 is what percent? Suppose I am introducing P percent of 1980 weight, that is x plus 60, x plus 60. Now we are asked to compare the weights of 1995 with 1995 with, that's the weight 1995 with 1980. 1980 I write x plus 60 are 210. 210. Solve for P. 240% is equal to 210. Solve for P. Remove percent dividing by 100. 240 dividing by 100. Oh, cancel. Applying table of 2, 0, 0, cancel. 12. 12 times P over 5 is equal to 10. Or P is equal to 210 times 5 over 12. Over 12. Applying table of 3, 4 times here. 7 3 are 21, 0 same. Applying table of 2 again. 2 times here, 35. I have 35 times 5 divided by 2. 35 times 5, 25, 2 carry, 3, 70, 175. 175 divided by 2. 175 divided by, applying table of 2. 8 times 1 carry, 2 7 the 14, 87.5. 87.5. So the weight of 1995 is 87.5% of the weight of 1980. 1980. 1980. We have to ask, finally compare 1995 weight, that is 240. 240 is what percent of 240 is what percent is going to be 210. 240 is what percent is going to be 210. I have written what percent of his 1995 weight. 1995 weight it is. It's what percent of, this is weight of 1980. Weight of 1980 x plus 60 or 210 that I have written. 210 I have written. Now we have to compare 1995 and 1980's weight. What percent of the weight of 1995 is equal to 98? Weight of the 1980, that is 210. Means 240 is what percent is equal to 210. 240 is what percent is equal to 210. 240 is the weight in 1995. 210 is the weight in 1980. That is my calculation for you. That is 87.5. Option number C. Option number C. Moving towards the final phase, final questions. They are really simple one. Really simple one. Question number 11, I think. Yes. What is the greater of the two numbers? What is the greater of the two numbers whose product is 900? If the sum of the two numbers exceed their difference by 30. Product of two numbers is 900. Suppose our numbers are x and y. Product x times y is equal to 900. It is given to us. Product of the number. Product of the number is, suppose the two numbers are x and y. Their product x into y is equal to 900. It is condition number 1. Second, the sum of the two numbers, sum, these are the numbers, sum and difference. Sum exceed the difference, exceed more. Sum is more than the difference of sum and difference, or sum of the numbers is 30 more than their difference. Sum minus difference is going to be 30. I have 30. Sum exceed the difference by 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 30. So their difference is 30. Sorry, 30. Sum of the numbers x plus y and difference x minus y. Really cool to solve this one. Product of two number is 900. Sum exceed the difference by 30. Sum exceed the difference by 30. Exceed means they are different. They are different. Difference of their sum and difference. Difference of their sum and difference. Sum exceed the difference by 30. Multiply minus throughout here, x plus y. Minus x minus minus plus y is equal to 30. Cancelled out. Y plus y, it will become 2y is equal to 30. Y is equal to 30 divided by 2. So y is 15. Y is 15. One number is 15 and we are asked to find the greater one. The greater one. Let's see which one is greater. Y is 15. Put here x into y. The product of the two numbers is 900. Value of y is 15. X times 15 is our 900. Our x is equal to 900 divided by 15. Let me apply a simple table. Table of 5, 3, table of 3 5 times. 3 5 the 15. 3 3 the 9, 300. So x is equal to 300 divided by 5. Apply table of 5, 6 times 6, 5, 30, 0, 7. One number is 60, one number is 60, other number is 15. Multiply them 60 times 50, it's our 900. It's our 900. Let's verify this statement. Their sum exceed the difference by 30. Sum exceed the difference by 30. Okay, sum them. These are the numbers x plus y, 60 plus 15. Their difference 60 minus 15. 60 plus 15, 60 plus 15, it will become 75. 60 minus 40, 60 minus 15. 60 minus 15, I have how much? 10, 45. 75 minus 45, how much? Oh, good. 30. That's the verification. That's the verification for this one. There are two numbers, find the greater one. If their product is 900, x and y, I have written 9. Suppose the two numbers are x and y. Their product x times y is equal to 900. Their sum exceed the difference by 30. Sum exceed the difference by 30 means the difference of the sum and difference. The difference of the sum and difference is 30. Sum exceed the difference by 30. So the difference of the sum and difference is 30. Sum exceed the difference by 30. That is the sum, x plus 1. That is the difference, x minus 1. Multiply minus solve. I have y is equal to 15. Y is equal to 15. Put in this equation, you will get x is equal to, I think, 60. 15 and 60. 15 and 60 are required two numbers. We are asked to find the greater one. So our option is 60 in that case. If we would then ask smaller one, then 15 is going to be our answer. I have verified as well. Finally, the last question of today's frame. The number of shells in Fred's collection is 80% of the number in Phil's collection. Statement number 1. The number of shells in Fred's collection is 80% of the number in Phil's collection. If Phil has 80 more shells than the Fred, how many do they have altogether? Collectively they shared how many shells? First, Fred, let me write F for Fred. Fred is equal to 80% of the Phil. The number of the shells Fred have is equal to Fred F. The number of the shells Fred has is equal to 80% of the Phil's collection. 80% of the Phil's collection means Phil's collection is greater than Fred, because Fred is 80% of the Phil. Removing percent, dividing by 100, making life simple, not miserable. F is going to be applying table of 2 as well. It will become 4p over 5. Shift 5 here. 5 times F is equal to 4p. That's our equation number 1. Or we can shift 4p here or 5p there, it's up to us. And second more, if Phil has 80 more shells than Phil has 80 shells more than Fred. Fred plus 80. The number of shells for Phil is 80 more than Fred. 80 more than Fred. Fred, I have written F. If we enhance, if we increase the number of Fred by 80, it is going to be the number of the shells Phil has. Okay, this is our equation number 2. Solve these two equations to get at some result. So shift here. Let me justify this one first. 5 times F minus 4p is equal to 0. That's our equation number 1. Shift F here, it will become minus F plus p is equal to 80. I have shifted F here. First F, then p. Solve simultaneously. To vanish p, multiply this equation with 1 and this one with 5. Simple calculation. It will remain same by virtue of 1. 4p is equal to 0. It will become negative 5 times Phil plus 5 times p. 8 5 the 40. It will become 400. Just subtract. Just add. Cancelled out. Minus 4p plus 5p. So Phil's collection is 800 shells. So the collection of Phil is 400. Phil has 400 shells. Phil has 400 shells. Put in any equation to find the number for Fred. In this equation, in this here, whatever you like, you can get. Let me put Phil here. It will become big space here. Phil 400, 400, 400 is equal to F plus 80. For Phil, shift 80 here. 400 minus 80 is equal to Phil. So I have 320 Phil. Phil has 320 shells. Sorry, Fred has 320 shells. F for Fred. Fred has 320. Phil has 400 shells. Collectively, they have Phil plus Fred 400 plus 320. Collectively, they have 720. Collectively, they have 720. Phil has 400 while Fred has 320. Let's verify whether what we have done, we have arrived at the result, it is true or not. Let's see and find out. One condition is obvious, that is second one. Phil has 80 more shell than Fred. Look at this. Phil 400 while Fred is 320. 320. Their difference is 80. Is obvious, it is mentioned here. Phil has 80 more shell than Fred. It's good one. Then first condition is Fred has 80% of the collection of Phil. Fred is equal to 80% of the Phil. 80% divided by 100. Phil is 400. Collection for Phil is 400. Double zero double zero cancelled. I have 80 times 4. 80 times 4. 8 for the 32. 0 7 320. So Fred has 320. Phil has 400. Phil has 80 more shells than Fred. Or number of Fred, the number of shells Fred has is equal to 80% of the Phil. Fred has less 80 and Phil has 80 more than Fred. Yes, okay. Answer is not given to us in that case. Phil 320, Phil 400, Fred 320. Collectively they have 720 shells, and we are asked to find how many do they have altogether. 720 is our answer. 720 is our answer. It's my tiny effort for you guys to explain to you word problems. They are really easy. I'm opening them up. I'm paving the way for your understanding as well as for my learning. It's all by itself. Next.